Show. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm Stephen Colbert. Well, ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. We made it. Safe.
Hey, safe.
Hope you all have fun plans for the weekend. You got any plans? Any big plans for the weekend?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go home and nap.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good. My plans, I'm going to spend the whole weekend in my closet banging on the back wall to try to find the way to Narnia. If that fails, I know there's a bottle of bourbon in there.
Probably so. You're right.
Narnia or bust. All week, pundits and politicians have been, asking themselves, how did we get here? What is the moral GPS that led us to this cliff? How did Trump win? Was this the revenge of the white working class voters? Was Hillary Clinton complacent on the campaign trail? Did we anger the volcano gods? I knew we should have thrown Taylor Swift in there. I said that. Just check her in. Yeah. Would have missed her. Would have missed her. Well, it turns out it may be none of the above. A lot of people are blaming all the Facebook fake news that was pro-Trump and anti-Hillary. In fact, more fake news was shared on Facebook than real news. So where'd all the fake news come from? Well, turns out a lot of it came from one guy, Facebook fake news writer and mind freak wannabe, Paul Horner, who says, I think Donald Trump is in the White House because of me. Okay, did you hear that, future time travelers? Now you know who to hunt last year. Now, although I gotta say, pretty rude of him not to give at least partial credit to James Comey. Horner, credit where credit is due. Horner credits himself for such influential fake news items as the Amish in America commit their vote to Donald Trump, mathematically guaranteeing him a presidential victory. Obama signs executive order banning the national anthem at all sporting events nationwide, and gay wedding mobile vans cashing in on the legalization of gay marriage. Because, you think gay people think one thing, vans.
That's right.
And Horner knows who he can thank for his success, saying, quote, honestly, people are definitely dumber. They just keep passing stuff around. Nobody fact-checks anything anymore. I mean, that's how Trump got elected. Well, I don't know about everybody, but certain people definitely don't seem smart. For instance, did you hear about this fake news writer who bragged about electing Trump to the head of the country he still has to live in now? That guy's an idiot. Of course, this isn't Horner's first brush with fame. Look at these headlines. Paul Horner trampled by alpaca at bestiality club. Nation rejoices. Dewey defeats Truman and then feasts on the flesh of Paul Horner. But actually, we made those up. Full disclosure. And I kind of wish more news was fake right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fake.
I don't like some of the real headlines I'm seeing.
It's intense.
Like this one. More than 400 incidents of hateful harassment and intimidation since the election. For instance, this one. In Indiana, where an Episcopal church was vandalized with a swastika and the words, Heil Trump. I cannot believe this. I mean, it's 2016. Can we please wait a little longer before putting up the 2020 campaign signs? It's even... It's even infecting fashion. Because this week, a neo-Nazi blogger declared New Balance the official shoes of white people. Yes, official shoes. And up till now, they were the unofficial shoes of white people. The fashionista went on to write, this will be fantastic. We will be able to recognize one another by our sportswear. Finally a way for neo-Nazis to recognize each other because the swastika neck tattoo was a little subtle. Yay, neck tattoo. This all started after New Balance supported the election of Donald Trump, saying the Obama administration turned a deaf ear to us, and frankly, with President-elect Trump, we feel things are going to move in the right direction. People got so mad at New Balance for supporting Trump like this, they filmed themselves setting their shoes on fire. It's the most moving act of shoe-related civil disobedience since Dr. Martin Luther Scholl's letter from a Birmingham footlocker. Yeah. Yeah. He made it up the mountaintop. He went to the mountaintop very fast. He ran up the thing in his... He was gelling. Now, I know our nation is divided right now, but do we have to drag footwear into it? I'm a white male of a certain age who enjoys khakis. Don't take my New Balance from me. What else am I going to wear when I'm waiting for my wife outside the Talbots? Speaking of being married, people married? People married here? Yeah? Guys who wear wedding rings, if you're shopping for one, sorry to put you on the spot, guys. If you are buying a ring, be sure to read all the safety instructions. Because this is true. This week, doctors removed a wedding ring from a man's penis. First of all, if you can actually fit a wedding ring around your penis, congratulations on getting someone to marry you. The man in this story apparently put the bling on the thing for erotic reasons. Well, like Beyonce said, if you like it, you better put a ring on it. As for the... Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, that's true. It's true. As for the man's treatment options, doctors said no proper guidelines exist for the treatment of this condition, so the best method is the one with a successful outcome. Yes, hopefully he'll have a successful outcome. What he wanted was a happy ending. Now, if there weren't enough troubling news already this week, it was just revealed that after 11 seasons and declining viewership, Duck Dynasty is saying goodbye. Yeah. Yes. I'm sad, too. Turns out the guys wanted to spend more time exploring their true passion, challenging squirrels to staring contests. No word yet on what the guys plan to do next, but my money's on Phil Robertson being chosen the next Supreme Court Justice. Now, United Airlines just announced they're offering a cheaper ticket option called Basic Economy, not to be confused with the name of the book Donald Trump is frantically reading right now. Now, in... Yay! Yay, the future is a coin toss. In United Airlines Basic Economy, passengers won't be able to choose their seats, will be the last to board the plane, and won't be able to carry on more than one personal item that will fit under the seat in front of them. Also, you can't have legs, and all the babies on the plane will cry into tubes that go directly into your ears. Speaking of living a nightmare, North Korea has long been ruled by Supreme Leader and Burrito Supreme douchebag Kim Jong-un. And recently, North Korean officials lodged a formal request with China to prohibit names disparaging Kim Jong-un, specifically the nickname Kim Fatty III. Come on, that is just mean. Why are you fat-shaming this guy when you could be human rights shaming this guy? Plus, if you're gonna make fun of the man, Kim's a girl's name. Now, this is a serious problem for North Korea, as the government's officials are terrified their tyrannical leader will learn about the insult and look for someone to blame. If he's looking to place blame on someone about his weight, might I suggest his mouth? I want to take a bold stance against cyberbullying here, which is why I'm going on record with an important public service announcement over on camera one. Hi, I'm Stephen Colbert. Sticks and stones may break their bones, but words can really hurt them. Hi, I'm still Steve Colbert. I'd like to take a moment right now to speak out against the epidemic of world leader bullying. It may not seem like it, but as we speak, heads of state are being viciously mocked in every country in the world, except Canada. That guy is just hot. You may have even bullied world leaders with yourself with nicknames like Anthrax Q Rabbit Mouth, Secret Agent Horse Fondler, and Lady Paul McCartney. No matter how accurate it is cruel. So the next time you think of calling Kim Jong-un Kim Fatty III or the Cabbage Patch Dictator or man who ate both kid and play, just remember he has feelings too, and a nuclear weapon, so shut the up. We've got a great show for you tonight. William H. Macy is here. When we return,